Hi. The book I've chosen to talk about in honor of Banned Books Week is The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. Um, I really enjoyed reading this book, and it told a great story of two Afghan children, one a servant and one kind of upper class, and how they grow up together and they're great friends throughout their lives. And the reason this book was banned is because it has a lot of mature themes, such as homosexuality, and it also says a lot of negative things about Islam. Um, so the scene I've chosen to read includes some sensitive material, and it talks about sex between two men. So here's the scene. Asif knelt behind Hassan. He put his hands on Hassan's hips and lifted his bare buttocks. He kept one hand on Hassan's back and undid his own belt buckle with his free hand. He unzipped his jeans, dropped his underwear. He positioned himself behind Hassan. Hassan didn't struggle, didn't even whimper. He moved his head slightly, and I caught a glimpse of his face. Saw the resignation in it. It was a look I had seen before. It was the look of the lamb. I stopped watching, turned away from the alley. Something warm was running down my wrist. I blinked and saw I was still biting down on my fist, hard enough to draw blood from the knuckles. I realized something else. I was weeping. From just around the corner, I could hear Asif's quick, rhythmic grunts. I had one last chance to make a decision, one final opportunity to decide who I was going to be. I could step into that alley, stand up for Hassan, the way he'd stood up for me all those times in the past, and accept whatever would happen to me. Or I could run. In the end, I ran. I ran because I was a coward. So I think this scene is really powerful because the protagonist really feels he's stuck in a hard situation, and he's not sure what to do, and in the end, he's a coward. And this is kind of a turning point in the book, because throughout the rest of the book, he kind of tries to redeem himself, but really fails to do so until the very end. And if I'd never been allowed to read this book, I wouldn't have been exposed to a lot of the mature things that it talks about. It was one of the first more kind of mature books I read, and I think it just tells a great story, and I don't think it should be banned.